Just keep it simple, the hollow mantra the world keeps chanting. But for me, my brain doesn't have a pause button, only endless analysis mode. While others drift off after a long day, I toss and turn, haunted by a single exclamation mark in a message. And in the middle of a crowded street, I laugh, remembering the argument I didn't get to win 6 months ago. I used to think my brain had a bug, but it turns out it just runs on a different setup. Those psychology books and TikToks deeper than a well helped me realize messy thinking isn't a bug. It's an upgraded version of a brain that refuses to live on autopilot. Intelligence isn't always flashy. Sometimes it quietly lives in those who decode every glance, analyzing every emoji, and rehearsing replies even when no one asked. If you've ever been told you overthink ... maybe you're just operating at emotional resolution minus 4K. I used to think I was weird, but then I realized there's a kind of intelligence no test can measure. It's the ability to feel the emotional weight in a plain oak. The kind who senses the shift in the room without a single word said. Not too sensitive, just razor sharp. Overthinking isn't just thinking too much. It's scanning every emotional layer, rendering every assumption, predicting scenarios like a film noir director. Just one okay sure can make me stay up all night drafting 10 different response scenarios. Turns out the ones who overthink aren't wrong. They're just running a parallel processing system like a supercomputer. That brain doesn't just detect, it analyzes, simulates, and predicts, and can even eat itself alive if it doesn't know how to stop. If you've ever been caught talking to yourself by your mom, don't be ashamed. You're not crazy. You're just having a meeting with an alpha version of yourself. Inside my head is a personality council, the rational one, the doubter. Talking to yourself, not weird. Scientists call it meta-reflective thinking. Science calls it metacognition. I call it an inner podcast, where I'm the host, the guest, and the audience. Brain status has left the meeting. Or redesign the whole scene in your head. Then your brain might be over-creatively wired. Welcome to the club of strongest default mode network brains. Look like distraction. Think again. It might be your default mode network at work. Your brain starts remixing the world, from cinema to physics to daily drama. Think it's distraction. Turns out it's super associated power. You're not absent-minded. You're just launching a new idea. You just have automatic creativity, where every sentence is a seed of a parallel universe. I forgot my home Wi-Fi password, but I can perfectly recall the name of the guy who defined the question mark in ancient times. That's not bad memory. It's a brain with its own filter. It keeps only what it finds stimulating enough. Science calls it contextual memory. Your brain doesn't save junk files. It only stores what feels meaningful. You forget your errands, but remember the cork model. That's your brain optimizing storage for hyper-imagination. I didn't forget. I'm just clearing space for a big idea. And then smile, softly but deeply. I didn't forget. I'm just clearing memory for a big idea. And then smile, softly but deeply. I'm not hard to get along with. I'm just hard to understand. If you're not quick enough to catch my words, honestly, I slowed down to wait for everyone, but somehow they're still behind. This isn't sarcasm. It's honest self-appreciation. If you've just heard those 5 things and thought, wait, is that describing me? Then congratulations. You've just met yourself in a beautiful, complex version that's never been explained before. And you know what? This is only the first half of the journey. Part 2, it'll be weirder, deeper, and yes, more relatable. Because you're not alone, and the world needs brains like yours.